Welcome back to Tainted Grail. Fall of Avalon version 1 is out. Our series must start anew because our old save game is now dead. Now completely and utterly dead. It's not even an option to load it. It's just not there anymore. So we've got to start afresh, like I say. So let's go ahead and dive into version 1. A lot of new content has been added. Old content has been shifted and moved and tweaked and patched and fiddled with. Let's see how our adventure goes now. Version 1 of Tainted Grail. Of course, we've got to start things off with the character. Now, my previous character was a lady, but I normally play dudes, you know, just to stop anybody from accusing me of posting suggestive thumbnails of lady parts and things like that. There we go. We'll have this fairly average dude. Dude with a face. I like that face. He almost looks like Howard out of Big Bang Theory. To be honest, oh, yeah, that's a handsome chap, isn't it? All right. Oh, Mr. Sadness. Mr. Sadness. Ooh. Okay, there's some great faces here to choose from that are just, like, pretty unique. Normally, when you get these, like, preset faces, they are just completely and utterly generic, and they don't really have any kind of, any kind of personality to them. But already these guys are, you can tell, personality within. Yeah, he just, I don't even know. Yellow eyes. I'm down with it. We have some Andrew. He looks fucking evil, doesn't he? Is it just me or is that some pure evil? Look at the eyes, man. The face is pure evil. Do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Here we go. Oh, big hair. Sorry. Yes. The glorious mane of a warrior. Man bun. There. Okay. The Viking look. I like it. It looks... No. Just no. The ponytail. Oh, beautiful. Yes. I've got whether the Viking look is quite good. I'm compelled with the ponytail there. Although the plait down the side is gorgeous. The freaking American GI look, I guess. I don't know. Ah, Trevor the Balding. Trevor the Balding. Good with the evil Viking look. I think that was the good one to go for. Of course, the best color to be. And a moustache. Yes. Or a better moustache. Ha ha ha! Yeah, moustache and a beard with a tail. I'm gonna go with a curly. Oh no, wait, hang on. There's actual chops down here though. Now we're talking. Of course, we go full ginge on the beard as well. Maybe we can do a little... That's like... Yes. The ginger beard, but the brown hair. Love it. Yes. Mr. Angry. The really scrappy face paints really do lend to the fact that this guy just looks like he's going to murder you just by looking at you. Yeah, honestly. Oh my god, that... These are pretty good. I tell you what, they're very good at making your face look just... Yeah. Red. Oh. Yeah. How to look like you are a psychopath in one go. Do we have that? Green. Maybe, yeah, we'll go with red. We'll stick with the red stuff, huh? There we go. Alright, cool. So we've got our tattoos, our face is evil. We are definitely looking like we should just be killing things with a look. Alright, so what do we call him? I mean, is there any other name that we could go with other than Gerald? Gerald! I gotta press E to confirm. The E also puts an E in the name. Okay, I'm not too interested in punishing myself, so we'll just go for the adventurer difficulty there. Confirming.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Yes, it's me again. And I hope this time you'll cooperate without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh?
And of course, we've got the prologue. We are back here on Asylum Island. We have to escape through the prison system
Look, we just have to get this over and done.
to find out who we are. What was I doing in the forest with the red shields? So there's apparently if you stay silent through all this, you get a lot of sneaky attributes and stuff like that. But you can enlist in the army, which gives you two-handed, one-handed blocking and heavy armor. Hunting gives you athletics, medium armor, archery, evasion, avoiding, which is the one-handed light armor, agility, and sneak. The sneak. Or seating, the magic option, basically. And stay silent doesn't actually say what you get, but you just get a kind of broad stuff across the board. So let's go ahead and stay silent.
We've been through this already. Don't make me come in there.
Have you seen my face? I really don't look like the talkative type. Stay silent.
Okay, I've had enough of you.
Well, they still haven't fixed the glitchy arrow animation.
I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell. But them? There's just no excuse for the stench.
Anyway, that opens the jail, and we can now escape, equipping ourselves with the stuff that this guy drops. And the beggar's fare, which is nice food. I look less than ideal, to be honest. But with everything equipped now, I'm less naked, and I have a weapon. And of course, I ignore his advice and go right. Guard's key, coin, prawn. I shall take it, because it might be valuable. Recipes. More food, more prawn. And we can stop here and actually, I think we can cook some stuff, can't we? We can cook some mashed potatoes. And some beggar's fare. Gerald, age unknown, male, Kings Road. Red Death Stage 2, severe skin lesions, notably visible on the face and hands. Further screening tests required. Strict protective measures must be enforced. How did they get my name if I didn't talk? And if you come out of the cell and you lockpick your way through there, you can actually get the sneak on this guy.
Investigate that, sir. I'm not afraid to suffer.
Whoa! Brutal! The dude actually fought back pretty well, gotta say. But, you know, I am dying. Anyway, if we turn right out of our cell like we did, we get the guard's key. That opens this place, which has got a few more clothes options and wine and onions and lots of ingredients that you can take for cooking. An old letter, a lockpick, among many other things, including potions and like I say, ingredients. So it's definitely worth doing. And even a shield as well. Look at the stuff we've got already. It's insane. So with the shield and the dagger that we picked up from that guy, yeah, we got ourselves a good little kit. We can either go full barbarian with 2 swingy clubs, or a little bit more reserved with the shield combo. Oh yes, zombies. Kill those guys. And there's more of them. Okay. Monsters dealt with. There's a pickaxe in the wall here. And you can use it to mine rock. And that might create a little passageway by the looks of it. Oh shit. That was not very stealthy.
Purge the unclean.
Not the most stealthiest of approaches. Blood transfusion on this table here. Nice little spell. Along with mana potions and maybe some other bits and bobs in here. Ah, yes. Some ingredients and stuff. Actually, not as many as I was hoping for. There's a few. I forget how bleak this frickin' place is. Can't wait to get out of it. Anyway, that all does bring us to this chap here.
You're not one of them.
And after a short conversation about suffering and freedom, you do him a favor. We got his tags. And we take those to the Horns of the South. And we get some armor. Anyway, just around the corner from him is this old boy.
Who's there? Forgive me, but my eyes fail me these days.
And he has some really useful information and backstory about the weirdness, the Red Death, and it turns out that he's basically one of the original priests that opened the asylum here with the whole aim of helping people with the Red Death. Turns out desperation has led to them being, well, the assholes that they now are. Understandable, but certainly not forgivable. Anyway, you'll leave him to slowly die of the Red Death. Of course, we've got to stay here and up our arbitrary sneak level by rocking back and forth while these two are talking.
The world is moving forward.
And our sneak level just goes up like crazy. Anyway, once you do get bored of cheesing the game, there is a shovel around here somewhere. Make sure you pick that up. Basic rule of thumb, if you see a shovel, an axe, and a pickaxe, make sure that you pick them up because you're going to need them later. And we got a few options when we hit this stairwell. We can carry on down the bottom, or we can take a right through here. It's definitely worth exploring. Oh. Yep, definitely killed that guy by stabbing him in the dick. Not sure how I feel about that, I've got to be honest. Anyway, exploration is a great way to make sure you stock up on ingredients that you are going to need for alchemy and for making food. And you get to meet wonderful characters like this chappie.
Go. Don't worry about me. I'm not worth it.
You are nothing but depressing to talk to. And there's this guy.
And who the hell are you?
And he is one of the Dalriata tribes who we'll be meeting a lot of later. So it's good to sort of get some information out of him if you can. But yeah, he went on a bit of a murder spree, as we can see. Exploration can also lead to things like this. The lesser healing ring. And things like that. Don't look at it too closely, it'll freak you out. Eventually, you'll find that chappie again who will set you free.
Sweet time, eh?
But before you go down the path that he tells you to, turn around and go down here, because there's even more things to explore and find. Such as this lovely lady. Hello.
Stay back. I may not be in top shape, but I can tear you to pieces if I have to.
Charming. And there's this boss fight. Guy's going to have no bones left in his body at this rate. He's just going to be getting punched by a squishy thing. You can kind of cheese by just staying up here and shoot him with arrows. Well, I would, if this game actually had hitboxes. Best boss fight ever. But at least he's got some decent stuff on it. A thorn helmet, an athlete's pride, a worn out leather breastplate, which will mean probably better armor. Yeah, about the same armor, but at least I'm not wearing red priest stuff. Oh, I look so handsome. Of course, don't forget to loot his barrels and boxes. And there's this boss fight. I'll admit, this one's a little less easy to cheese. But with some well-timed blocks, well, you can get him. Get the grief-torn armor. Increase max health by 5. Let's go. So, if you've explored well and fought well, you should be passing this guy and going through this tunnel with a couple of rings, and a couple of swords, a new piece of armor, and some magic, if you've gone down the magic-y bits. And this is where we get our first glimpse of the weirdness. Yeah. It's a little weird, but there's some notes and diaries around here to give you a little bit more information. And then there's only really one way to go, and that's down here. And that brings us to this interesting looking statue. Yeah, we'll hear more about the men here soon, but there's some reading material, and then we get to touch it. And upon touching said statue, we get transported to, well, the weirdness. Oh, and there's that as well. Yeah. Ignore the creepy children with the glowing eyes. This leads us to a big swirly ball. Talk to the big swirly ball.
I've been waiting a long time for someone to find me.
Anyway, after a little adventure with the blue glory ball, you come to this charming room. Honestly, I think I might set up my kids' playroom to look a little like this. It's wonderfully charming. How delightful. This really fills you with ease. You can touch things in here as well.
I am the price paid for touching the unreal.
See? Touching. Spoiler alert.
Yes, I can see through the mist. I am Arthur Pendragon. Oh, what an adventure this will be.
Oh, what an adventure indeed. Yeah, how is King Arthur? He's that guy in the red box there. Well, you can't really see him. Yeah, just about. There he is. Anyway, this is a bloody horrible place. Let's go. Now that we've hung out with Arthur, well, he's given us certain abilities. We can press buttons now. And it does things with the tentacles. That button that we pressed earlier now works. Is excellent. But of course, what Prologue is complete without a final boss fight? Oh, cheeky little... Okay. Well. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's... So we've got some superpowers now. Basically, we can slow time and do more damage with my little iron dagger. And it doesn't last very long. So you gotta get the damage you can before it wears out. And there you go. Ow. There, there. Giant Sentinel dead by way of teeny tiny dagger. Everything's fine. Let's go. Finally, we make it out of the asylum and we can see the bloody sunshine for the first time. What feels like too long. Anyway, the exploration hasn't ended there. We've got lots more to do here before we join Kunak on the boat. Make sure to have a look around because there's plenty of herbs and other things loitering around here that can be looted. Remember I told you to pick up a shovel? Well, this is why. Anyway, when you've finished playing on the beach, it's time to talk to Caradoc again.
There you are. It took you a while. You found him. I'm truly sorry it turned out to be you. And this means you have to die. I'm truly sorry.
And there we have it. The prologue is done. Welcome to Tainted Grail, the fall of Avalon. We have escaped the Asylum Island. Now, if you do want to see the whole of the prologue without all the skips that I've done, then do check out my previous series where I went through the whole thing and made a number of decisions and stuff like that. And perhaps, you know, you can see all the sneaky stuff that I did. Now, I have gone full magic in my previous Let's Play, and let's see. We've got our attributes and stuff. We've got to light a fire to do this. But let's have a little look-see at our skill tree, because I like to try different things. Spirituality was how we went through, and spirituality is definitely the single most OP and easy mode tree that you can go down, because the magic in this game is insane. It's pretty limitless. It does a massive amounts of damage, and you're, you know, tucked up safe behind some skeletons or at range and yada 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 yada. Anyway, we've done that, and I'm not saying I'm not going to do magic again, but perhaps we do need to go down things like strength, endurance, dexterity, perhaps, and check out some of the other abilities in this game, such as bows, archery, and, I don't know, you know, tanking, perhaps, armor, weapons, perception, daggers and critical hits and stealth and whatnot. So let's see what we come up with, huh? In the short term, however, our mission is to get to the Horns of the South, which is all the way over there. Right now, we have a shipwreck, or a number of shipwrecks, looking at the state of this shore, and a number of supplies that we can grab. And yes, we can kill the crabs. And grab them. And we can then cook them. And have them as part of a food. It's brilliant. We have a number of routes we can take on the way to the Horns. There's a whole sort of thing over there. We've got some tents up there. There's some thing going on up there as well. Let's start by just simply going through this archway of roses here. I'm currently equipped with 3 different types of weapons. We've got a double-wielding batons of head bashery. We've got a pointy stick and a shield. We've got our bow and said arrows. And we have a double-handed claymore, basically, sword. Let's see how this does against a corpse eater here. These things are a bit nasty. Oh yeah, it does all right. We've got absolutely no points whatsoever in anything right now, but yeah, we were able to take down that guy pretty decently with a 2-handed claymore there. That was nice. That was actually a pretty tidy takedown. Keeper's tags. Okay, another little thing that we do need to collect lots of keeper tags in order to... Oh, cooking. In order to gain favor with Vegas, the lieutenant. Simple recipes. Okay. Just reading that should give us recipes for hunter stew. Lovely. And a cooking pot in order to do said hunter stew. One of the best meals I think you can make. And an onion bun. There we go. What we can do here, set. Oh, we have already. We've got autofill slots of the wretched cabbage rolls. Apparently, my cooking is not great yet. As my cooking gets better, these meals do get more effective. There we go. Okay, so I want to go over there because there's something over there. I know there is. But before we do, let's go over here. This little island. There's a wolf. There's a few baddies over here, but there's a trader over here. Well, there certainly was last time I played. There's a trader, and I shot him with a fireball last time, and he despawned. I actually don't know if he ever came back, to be honest. But let's see. We've got some nice supplies down here as well. Looking good, looking good. There he is. There's our trader fellow. Now, he is an odd one.
Greetings, kind. Sir? Madam?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so,
Hang on. Am I protected while talking, or are they going to start attacking me?
Only the finest Avalon.
I think it's fine. Okay, so yeah, we can sell. We can sell some stuff. So he's got, what has he got? He's got a feral charm, increased physical damage by 3%, which is pretty good, but I can't afford that. It's 600 coins. We've got an increased sneak damage by 10, and the Nightshade Charcoal, which is a weapon relic. Killing Stroke, which is a magic cube or something like that, and the Essence Channeler as well, the wand. Pretty good. Bunch of ingredients and stuff, including mandrakes. This one's going to be pretty good, I think, for the class that we're going to go with, which is far more like melee and physical damage. And the sneak damage might be good, because I'd quite like to try the sneaky and see if we can do a stealth archer build or stealth something or other build at some point. So we're gonna need like 1,000 coins at least before we can do anything. So let's see, what can we sell this guy? We can sell him a silk hat, a leather hood. This is all rubbish, to be honest. So we could just sell him all of this, and that gets us, oh, not very much. Not very much at all. Lesser ring of mana, sure. There's some potions, I suppose. Lots of various ingredients. And books. The Hermit's Diary. History of the Island Asylum. Yeah, I mean, I may as well sell all of this. The prawn. Sell the prawn. And he'll even give us a freaking coin for each diary and things like that we got here as well. Treatment records, ramblings, note written in bloods, experiment and reports. I realize I'd probably make a hell of a lot of money if I had any points whatsoever in practicality. So
I hope you found what you were looking for. I rarely do.
We're gonna have to come back when we have some coin. Anyway. Once we sort of finish with him, there are a few more bits and bobs on this beach that we can loot. Lockpick, ropes, fried fish, bread, and ale. Oh, some lockpicking. Bingo. A silver plate, short bow, and a cracked spike. There we go. It's definitely worth coming over here just for those few bits of supplies, to be honest. Alright, a wolf, a real enemy. Yeah, those things, they hit. They hit hard. Like, it took me down to half health. Oh, there's another one. Alright. Let's go, Wolfie. Power attack. Good block. Good form. That was a good kill. Yeah, I'm at the risk of repeating essentially what I'm doing in my Enshrouded Let's Plays at the moment. I might go two-handed because it is kind of solid, this claymore here. It hits really nicely. Anyway, just up from the beach here, there's the archway that came in. We take a right, we come to this hand here, and a man digging away at it. This chappie is called Horst.
Oi, where do you think you're going? This is my spot.
Alright, Horst, calm down.
Take the other side.
Once you finish with Horst, head up behind him, and there's a miner's tunnel. Okay, so we actually need to come back here for another quest later on. Right now, there should actually be some decent supplies in here. Oh yeah, just a few. Anyway, if you head further into the tunnel and follow it around, you'll come to a couple of corpse eaters, which hopefully we can reasonably easily dispatch. There we go. There we go. We'll need the monster parts. Okay, and then see that bridge, that tunnel there? Just head towards there, but you might want to eat something first. Because this thing is gross. Ow. Stamina, save me. Stamina. Oh. Eventually, you can kill him. Ah. He's a bastard. And once you killed him, you can go through the tunnel behind him. And down here, under a little lake, is an incandescent pearl and the Reaper's Shroud. And +2 wooden club. To be honest, this is better if you're playing a magic build. It requires 3 spirituality, it requires 5 kills, and it stuns and pushes back all nearby enemies. It's actually pretty powerful. And there's a weapon relic there that's also really good. It looks burn. This is actually not a bad club. It does require 2 strength, though. You follow the cave round some more, and you get a strong mana potion, flaming concoction, and then wolves. Cool. Again, very useful for magic builds. The wolf skull is, well, summon wolves to fight by your side. Pretty damn decent, really. Up here, further along, you've got a geographer's ring, hailstone, nobleman's doublays, and so on and so forth. The hailstone, again, magic. Shoots more chilling projectiles and larger chilling chunks, which can put chilling on them, which can actually slow them down as well. It's very good. And the Geographer's Ring, increase movement speed multiplier by 5% when not in combat. Anyway, with those spells picked up, you can come back out of the mine, and you should now really be set up very nicely for a magic build, if that's the way you want to go. Now, we're running a little late, I suppose. The sun has gone down already, so we're in trouble here. Let's head towards the Horns of the South. There's a big freaking crow thing. I have no idea what it is. The Raven of the Horns, I don't know. But it's massive. Oh, we got some bad guys here. Let's see if we can dispatch these zombies. Zombies have got... They've got a lot of hit points. Oh god. Had to use a health potion there because they were doing a number on me there, but I managed to dispatch them. Okay. Weirdness is really kicking in now. Do not really want to be out here at night. So let's see if we can get through here. We got a few more monsters to fight through in order to get to the Horns of the South. Oh god. Honestly, it looks straight out of freaking Norse mythology, that thing does, doesn't it, huh? The Blood Lake, yes, we will deal with the Blood Lake at some point. Weapon drawn right now, I'm just like... Yep. Here we go, we got a Corpse Eater. Hit it with a big power attack. Oh, you dodgy bastard. Get down. Monster Brain. Ethereal Cobweb. I'll take it. There's a fast travel point. That's the Horns of the South. We can see the lighthouse now. The mist is thick. Whatever aura surrounds me clears the mist. I can actually see my way. Much more exploration to do when the day comes back round. Right now, let's just get to the Horns. Well, staying on the road here certainly seems to help. Avoid any nastiness. I think we're good. Welcome to the Horns of the South. Apparently its magical protective barrier surrounds it, and the gate is closed. Like we've got to wake up the drunk to get in. Oh wait, sausage. You're out, your money or your life.
Whoa, what's happening? In the name of the old mother, what are you doing? I could have stabbed you.
Sure.
Wait, I haven't seen you before. Open it up, boys.
Thanks, Hodran. You useless buffoon. And well, it's nighttime, isn't it? So there we go. We've made it to the Horns of the South. The prologue is done. We've got ourselves some nice little giblets and bits and bobs. Let's level up. We use the 2 points available. Now is the time where we decide what skill tree we're going to go down and how we're going to play this game, what we're going to go through. I think, to be honest, to start off with, I might just go with the mercantile skill. Honestly, just being able to make a little bit more money early in game is going to be really, really helpful. So we're going to go into practicality. But we will go into more combat-related stats soon. To start off with, we just need to be able to make some money so that we can get ourselves some good stuff. And good morning. Welcome to the beginning, really. I say that a lot, don't I? Welcome to Tainted Grail. All of Avalon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. I'd love your feedback down in the comments below. How did you find this episode? I don't think I'm going to be cutting and skipping as much as I did in the prologue part of this video. So don't worry if that was kind of off-putting for you, because it's not my usual style. But the prologue is very much the same as before, apart from some of the different decisions you can make. In this case, I made the decision to tell Caradoc that I had Arthur in me. He attacked me, killed me, brought me back to life, but he didn't manage to kill Arthur within my soul. So there we go. A little bit different. But we'll see how that affects the story going forwards, and we'll see how my different skill set and how I'm going to do things slightly differently than I did last time, how that's going to affect the game here in Chapter 1 of Tainted Grail. Thank you very much for joining. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.